Dear children, as usual, this is me, T.M. Manjunath, Assistant Teacher, SAKHS Bada. Once again, I welcome you for online class or YouTube class. In my previous class, I have introduced one of the real case which comes under the argument of Giovanni Sedillo. That case is related to the story having connection of Don Anselmo. Don Anselmo is a gentleman of Rio de Janeiro. He is an old man. He had a different old dress. Behind him there is a innumerable boy, means having a strong with a black in color boy, always behind him, who go to Sedillo's office for selling his property. So we have completed up to here in my previous class. Just continue to the next part of this lesson, that is the old man who bowed to all of us in the room. As soon as Don Anselmo come to the Giovanni Sedillo's office, that Don Anselmo bowed his head. Bow means just bend the head. So it is a culture that old man who said his greetings of someone who comes in front of him. Then he removed his hat with a slow move and removes his gloves and cap very slowly and carefully, because such a nice, such a beautiful that gloves, how it looks, no? It is so old and tarred. The fingertips are coming out of this gloves, so that he had to remove the gloves so carefully. How the Chaplin, have you heard the Charlie Chaplin? Charlie Chaplin is the most famous comedian in the world. So he has how he looks, how the Charlie Chaplin looks. He is very thin. Thin means? Yeah, he is very thin, medium height person. How he looks, having small mustard, so only this part. He had not a lengthy mustard like this. He had a small mustard, so thin. Always one stick with him. Always he had a stick with him. So in a stick he is making comedy. So he was the greatest comedian in the world. So here the Chaplin, once he did in a picture in a bank, he was a janitor. So as soon as that Don Anselmo removes the cap and removing the gloves, he looks like a Charlie Chaplin. It was described by Giovanni Sedillo. Giovanni Sedillo has described he looks like a Charlie Chaplin. Who looks like a Charlie Chaplin? This Don Anselmo. Then he handed these things to the boy who stood obediently behind that old man's chair. As I told, he was an innumerable kin of a dark young man who have an eyes with a gazel, like it is a deer in Kannada jinke. So his eyes like that old man. Behind there is a strengthful, energetic young boy. He always follows him. Avanante oppa tappaneya kappaneya jinkeya kannina tara irtakkanta obba idda. Do you understand? Yeah. So that boy is always behind that old man. So whatever he removes, Don Anselmo, cap, gloves, those things, he handed over to that boy. So he has given those things to boy who follows the Don Anselmo. Okay. Yes. Next what happened? there is a great deal of conversation about the Ryan and his family. Actually, in the first para, I have told you, Don Anselmo has came to the Giovanni Cedilo's office for selling his property. But you have to, I think you have remembered, this man is no in hurry. It means that he is no urgency. He has no urgent man. So, there is a great deal of conversation about Ryan and his family. So, why he has come to that Giovanni Cedilo's office to sell? He is not directly coming to his point. He is just asking, how are you? How many of you are? What is your family? How many members of there in your family? How about Ryan? How about your father? How about your case? Like this, irrespective of his business. In Kannada, tanage sambandhavilla. You understand? So the matters are taken as a conversation. Do you understand? So he was very proud of his large family. So Don Anselmo explaining about his large family. That large family belongs to that Rio and Medio. So he is explaining about his family. As he told in the first para, there are many of his people who were lived more than hundreds of years. So he explaining about his family. Finally, they got down to a business. So after many hours, Don Anselmo come to the mainstream. Mainstream means why he has come to his office for selling his property. So ultimately he come to that business. Yes, he would sell all he had agreed for $1,200. Yes, he is ready to sell his property for $1,200. $200 means $1,200. Okay, that is called $1,200. He has agreed, he has given consent, he has given a permission. So, and he has to that purchaser can pay in $1,200 in a cash mode. We should buy, and the money was ready. Don Anselmo, I said him to Spanish, we had made a discovery. You remembered what we sent that surveyor, engineer up there to survey your land so it make the deed. So I have to explain these lines and then continue. So finally they come to the business and he would sell, and he had agreed for $1,200 in cash. That your amount is ready. Don Anselmo, I sent him to in a Spanish language because this Don Anselmo is a Spanish person. He has to speak Spanish. This Giovanni Cedilo speaks in a Spanish language. Understand? With Don Anselmo, that was about his property. What is that? They had discovered, means they are selling that they had made a discover, that is, you remember that we sent the surveyor and engineer. So this Giovanni Cedilo has sent engineer and surveyor to survey the survey the Don Anselmo's property. Which property is at Rio and Medio. So this Giovanni Sedillo is said that, oh, Don Anselmo, do you remember we have sent a surveyor and an engineer. Surveyor has sent to land to survey the land, and engineer has sent to that land to see the condition of the building or that house. And the most important turning point is here, that is, they finds that you own more than 8 acres. The surveyor has found out. The surveyor has surveyed the land. It is more than 8 acres. 8 ಎಕರೆಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. And he tells us that your land extend across the river. And he said there is a creek is flowing there. Small river is flowing there. So this old man said to that property with the Giovanni Sedillo, his property is up to the small river, but actually it is almost more than double of 8 acre. So I think it is more than 15 acres, means 16 acres. So he tells us that your land extended across the river. So our property ನದಿಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೂ ಆ ಕಡೆ, like this, across the river, and that you almost twice means double. Twice means double. The double of the property was there. Tells us that your land extend across the river and that you almost twice as much as you found. He did not know that now and Don Anselmo had added these Americans are Bella Genta. No, it is called Buena Genta. So in a word, in a new textbook, what is the spelling? B-U-E-N-A. Buena Genta. That Americans are Buena Genta. Buena Genta means Americans were good people. So Don Anselmo is a Spanish person. So his property have been purchased by Americans. Understand? So this Don Anselmo, we have to underline this. That is, these Americans are Buena Genta. Buena Genta is a Spanish word. Do you understand? It means that good people. It is in English. Okay. So he said Americans were good people. They are very good people, and they were willing to pay you for additional land as well at the same rate as per acre, so that instead of $1,200 you will get almost twice, and the money is here for you. So Giovanni Sedillo has expressed and explained detailed information about the property. That property is what the Don Anselmo imagined or felt, what he knew, that is 8 acres. He said his 8 acre is up to the creek, but after the survey of the surveyor have been surveyed that land, it is across the creek, across the river. It is almost double what he felt, more than 8 acres were there. So these American people were good people. They are very nice people. So they are ready to pay more than double of your amount. It means that they were ready to give how many? No. Very first it is fixed for $1,200, but now it is double. It means that $2,400 amount is ready. It is take off. Please take. Here your money is sent by Giovanni Sedillo to the Don Anselmo. Is it clear? Just so this way, ready? Giovanni Sedillo is ready to give almost double amount of what he had fixed, that is more than $1,200. Suddenly, the old man hung his head for a moment in a thought like this. Then he stood up, immediately he stood up and stared. Stared means looking so seriously, having a large eyes. Friend, he said, I don't like to have to speak to me that manner. He said, I don't like to have you to speak me in that manner. I don't like to, you are speaking in this manner, I don't like this. I kept still and let me have his way. I know these Americans are good people, and that is why I have agreed to sell to them, but I do not care to be insulted. I have agreed to sell my house and the land for $1,200, and it is the price, he said. This is the important point you have to find here. So, those Americans were ready to pay double amount because there is a double property is there. So, they are ready to pay double amount. So, Don Anselmo became angry. Why he was angry? Don Anselmo was not ready to listen this way of speech by the Giovanni Sedillo, because very first he said Americans were good people, so I sold this property to American people. The point number one. Why do Don Anselmo sold his property to the Americans were good people? One point. Another point, he is stand by his word. Very first, I have decided to sell my property to the Americans for $1,200. You don't say to pay more than $1,200. You have to pay $1,200 only. So this is the way he has, that is the price I told you on that day, you have to pay only $1,200. You don't say to pay more than double. You understand? Like this, he became in an angry mood, he is saying no. So you just understand. So what a man he was. And he was argued with that fellow, and it was in useless. But the author explaining, oh dear Don Anselmo, they are not considering you as a poor man. You need money. He is not felt like that. You have a double property. You had more than 8 acres of a land. And your house is for not fit for $1,200. Its cost is more than what you fixed. You try to understand. stand like this, he said. But that Don Anselmo is not ready to accept more than double amount, because he said, no, I have agreed to sell my house and property. It is only for 1200, not for 2400. Do you understand? So he is always struck with this word. Okay. Don Anselmo is not ready to accept a double amount. Author have been argued with Don Anselmo, but he was not ready to accept. Finally, he signed to deed and took the money, but he refused to take more than a double amount he agreed upon. Then he shook hands all around, put on his red gloves again, and took his stick and he walked out with the boy behind him. With a lot of argument taken place between author and Don Anselmo, but Don Anselmo was not ready to accept more than agreed amount. He is not ready to receive more than $1,200, but he has received only $1,200 and put a sign, and he wore again his cap and hand gloves, and he moved towards out of the Joan A. Sedillo's office. So there is a gazing, innumerable king, a boy who behind go with the Don Anselmo. So then, a month of later, my friends had moved into Rio in Medio. They had replastered that old house. It is pruned the trees, patched the fence, and moved in a summer. So 1 month after this agreement, that Joan A. Sedillo's friends they moved to the Rio in Medio, and they had replastered the house. Replastered the house and pruned the trees. Some branches have been cut down, make the tree trim, and they patched the fence. Fence, it is a type of boundary. There we can control the other our neighbor or animal who are coming into. In Kannada it is called bailey, like this. So whatever the patches are there, it has been filled by that Americans who have purchased the property, and they moved in a summer. One day they came back to the office to complain. So that Americans came back to the Joan A. Sedillo's office about one complaint. What is that complaint? That complaint is about the children of that village were overrunning their property. They had come every day, came every day and played under the tree. They built a little play fences around them and took the blossoms. When they were spoken to, they only laughed and talked back, good, nurtured in Spanish. So there is a complaint is lodged against the children of the Rio en Medio. So once the property is sold out, that whole property goes to a purchaser. Do you understand? So here, the children of the Rio en Medio, they are overrunning to that property, whatever that Americans have purchased. So they have fenced, they have replastered their house, they pruned the trees. So these boys or the girls who are running towards that orchard, and they are playing under the tree and making small fences in that tree, around the tree, and they plucked the blossoming flowers. They plucked the blossoming flowers. I think you understand. Yeah. So blossoming flowers, they were plucked them, and if the Americans asked, they are with laughingly, and they are answering with very nurtured in a Spanish language, because these things have been taken place, or this Rio and Medio is in the Spain country. So they are speaking only Spanish language. They do not know English. American can speak English, but the Spain people or Rio and Medio people, they do not know English. They know only Spanish. So the people or the villagers are called children of that Spain, can speak in a Spain language. So they are natural, what I am saying, that they are using very good and nurtured in Spanish. This is the complaint which was lodged against the children of the Rio and Medio. So Arthur sent a messenger up to the mountain, that Don Anselmo. So the Arthur sent a messenger to contact Don Anselmo and took the week of arrangement and another meeting. So after this complaint, so they have to, the John A. Sedilla is a mediator. He is in a middle person, again between the seller and a purchaser. No, so the complaint also goes under the John A. Sedillo. So John A. Sedillo sent Don Anselmo messenger to arrange a one meeting about this. So this takes 1 month, 1 week to arrange a one meeting. So when he arrived, as he repeated the same in the previous preliminary performance, he removed the cap and removed the gloves very slowly and carefully. He looks like a Charlie Chaplin. Yeah. So he repeated the same performance. He wore the same faded cutaway. He carried the same stick, and then accompanied that same boy again. He shook his all around. He shook his hands all around. Sat down with the boy behind the chair and talked about the weather. Finally, I broached the subject, Don Anselmo, about ranch. You sold these people. They are good people and want to be your good neighbors always. When you sold them, you signed the document, a deed, and the deed you agreed in several things. One thing was that they were to have a complete possession of the property. Now, Don Anselmo, it seems that every day the children of the village were overrun to the orchard and spent most of their time there. We would like to know if you, as the most respected man in the village, could not stop them from doing so in order that these people might enjoy their new home and more peace. So, this way, the author have been explained the whole complaint that was against the children of the Rio and Medio. So, what are the things are going on in your village? Your children, they are overrunning to the Americans' property. Once you sold this property, that property belongs to that purchaser. But you are the senior person, you are the older person, you are the citizen of that area. Why don't you ask asked them to stop running over into the orchard. These Americans were good people, and good people always need a good neighbor always. So you just instruct your children to stop running over their orchard. So they have purchased this property and they replanted the house or renovated house to live peacefully and enjoying their life there only. But why don't you ask them to stop like this? Again, suddenly Don Anselmo stood up. We have all learned to love these Americans, he said, because they are good people and a good neighbors. So I sold them my property because I knew they were good people. But I did not sell them in the trees in the orchard. You just underline this. He said, these Americans were good people. Yes, I agree with that. But I sold them my property because these Americans were good people. I sold my property to Americans because they were good people. And he continues, I know they were very good people. And he continues, I did sold my property, but not the trees in the orchard, he is saying. I sold my property, but not the trees. You just stop, huh?